I would appreciate.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So basically, I'm just going to kind of go through the Supplier Center. A couple of things to know about it is you can download it onto as many computers as you want to. There's no license restrictions. You just want to make sure that you set each person up with their own login credentials. You don't want anyone sharing login credentials. So on this main page,
credentials. Do not
yeah,
share the credentials with others, right?
correct.
Okay, sure. Gotcha.
On this home page, there's several different areas here. So the distributor search, that gives you lookup access to our distributor database. So you can look up their phone number, email addresses, and things like that. It is not a downloadable list, so it's not real easy to use it for marketing purposes. If you guys decide to do any advertising, the online advertising area is where you would control that. We also have a Sage Chat feature. This is a separate software that you download. By being logged into the Sage Chat during business hours, that does help the visibility of your products. So I'm going to click on Supplier Profile and Catalog. Now, basically, everything that's in this area is what the distributor is going to see when they're searching in Sage. You have access to update all this information through the Sage Supplier Center. To change anything on most of the pages, you do have to hit the edit button at the bottom, make your change, and then save it. You want to try to fill in as many of these fields as possible. So for example, you want to put in what credit cards that you guys accept. If you have any social media, you want to put those links in there as well. And I see that you've already uploaded your logo here. That's perfect. Now on the Contacts tab, the only thing the distributor will not see on this page is they will not see the marketing contact. That is a contact that we use here internally to send out your newsletters, statistical reports, advertising opportunities, and things like that. Now down here at the bottom is the Sage Order Management area. When distributors are searching in Sage and they find products that they're interested in, they can actually create documents right through the Sage system to send over to you guys. So they can create purchase orders, requests for quotes, requests for samples. You want to make sure that you fill in your email address here that you want those requests to go to. They do come to you from mail@sageorders.com. So if you need to add that to your contact list or whitelist that, that's where those will come from. Now over on the Policies tab, over on this right-hand side, this is where you can indicate if you charge for samples, if you charge for a catalog. If you charge for samples, right here where it says order form notes, this is where you can put in those details. Some suppliers don't charge for samples that are lower cost, but they'll charge for samples that are more expensive. Sometimes the supplier will require that the distributor pay for shipping and provide like a shipping number. So that's where you can put in those notes right there. Now, Betty, do you guys actually have a catalog?
Yeah.
You do have a catalog? So if I requested a catalog from you, you could send it to me?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Then right here is where you can add in your shipping carriers that you guys use. It's important to do that because the distributors can actually search by shipping carriers. Then we have this area that says shipping estimator note. We have a built-in shipping estimator for the distributors. It is based on FedEx, UPS, and USPS published rates. So it doesn't take into consideration if you guys charge handling fees, if you don't charge extra for shipping because that's incorporated in the cost of the product. So this is where you can add any of those types of notes. This last box here is called the operational alert. We added this last year in the spring of 2020 because of COVID, and a lot of companies had to close down, or they were only open limited, number of hours during the week. But this is really for any kind of interruption in your operation. Maybe you close between Christmas and New Year's. Maybe you have to close for inventory. This is a way for you to convey that information to the distributors. The artwork area, this is pretty self-explanatory. It's just where you let the distributors know how you accept electronic artwork. You put in all your art contact information here. You indicate your art, your formats, your platforms, and your softwares. You can indicate how you do your art proof types. And then down here at the bottom is for any additional charges, such as a PMS charge if you offer PMS color matching. I'm actually going to come back to the catalog tab. I'm going to do that last because it takes a little bit more time. So this tab right here is your specials tab. So if you have any specials or promotions, this is where you want to list that information. It helps the visibility of your products. When you list a special in this area, it actually tags your product. So distributors can go into the Sage tool. They can see right away that you have a special listed. They also can filter their searches based on specials. And it's really easy to set it up. You just hit that Add New Special button right there. And it gives you a little tool to fill in. So you put in the title of your special, and that doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be as simple as, first quarter special, January special, whatever it might be. Then you can select what type of special it is. And then right here's for the expiration date. The nice thing about our system is with our system being a live system, once your special expires, it does automatically go inactive. So you don't have to remember to come back in here and remove it. It'll do that for you. I'm going to just click pricing. Then you select the special that your product is to be applied for. And as you see on this one, it pulls your pricing in. And then you simply put in your special pricing right here. And then down here at the bottom is for any added notes. So if you have a promo code that you want the distributor to refer to, if that item comes in several colors, but you're only offering a special on one color, you can put that note in here. And then right here where it says picture, if you guys create a flyer for your specials, you can actually upload that here. There's no limit. You can list as many specials as you like and as many types of specials as you like. Do you have any questions?
Even I can put as many pictures as I would like to.
Well, specials. When it comes to this picture area, it's only one.
Oh, it's only one.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's not really necessary to add a picture of the product to your special because it's going to attach it to your product. But if you do create a flyer, that would be good to upload.
Sure.
This next tab over, this top section, this is where you can let the distributors know if you're going to be exhibiting at a trade show. We list all of the industry-related shows, and there's a lot of them here, as you can see. If you're exhibiting at a show, all you have to do is click on that show information here, and you'll see it shows all the show details here. You hit that edit button at the bottom. You check the exhibiting at this show box, and then you put in your booth number. And as you see, it checks it right here. So if the distributor is going to be going to that particular show, they're able to look and see what suppliers are exhibiting at the show. if you're interested in any of these shows, like I said, you just click on the show name and it gives you all the show information over here on the right-hand side. And then down here at the bottom is where you can list multi-line reps. Multi-line rep is an outside salesperson that sells your products and other supplier products. So if you have those, you can actually list those as well. The sales tools area, this is a really great kind of open marketing area for you. You can upload additional information that you would like to have access to by the distributors. So you can actually put videos in this area. You can put in URL links like YouTube links or your website link. You can also upload additional documents, articles, testimonials, press releases, anything that you feel that would help a distributor understand your company, your products, any of your processes can be uploaded in here. And it's very similar to setting it up like the specials. So you hit add new file and it gives you this little tool. You put in the title of the file. You can put in a brief description. And then right here is where you can select if it's a file or if it's a URL. And you can also put expiration dates on these items. The expiration date is not required, but it's there if you need to put one. And just like the specials, there's no limit. You can put as many items in this area as you'd like. Then we have the ratings tab. Ratings are really important to distributors. So as a supplier, it's important for you to actually encourage your customers to rate you. They can rate you in two different areas. There's an overall rating. So that's their overall experience with you guys. And that's an A+ to an F rating scale. And then they can rate you in these three different categories. And that's a 1 to 5 star rating. In addition, they can post comments with their ratings. And as a supplier, you can respond to ratings. The one thing you want to remember about ratings is they are subjective by nature. So it is the opinion of the distributor, whether you think it's right or wrong. That's their impression. That's how they feel. Ratings stay visible for 2 years. Distributors can rate you one time. If they come back and rate you a second time, it actually replaces the first rating. So they can update their rating. We have what we call a Rate Us Now logo that I will send over to you after the call today. And that helps you to encourage your customers to rate you. You can put this logo into your email signature or onto your website. And it's a live link to your rating page. So all your customer has to do is actually click on it. They get your rating page. They can rate you directly. With regards to the supplier ratings, it's really important to respond to all ratings. I personally believe that it helps develop a rapport between you, the supplier, and the distributors. And that's why it's important to respond to those ratings. Do you have any questions on that?
No.
Okay. This very last tab is your statistics. Now, in addition to seeing the information here, you also will receive a monthly report, and that's sent over to you the first day of every month. But right here, it kind of gives you overview information. It shows month to date, last month, year to date, and last year. Supplier info views, that means the distributors actually click to view your contact information. So they wanted to see your address, your phone number, your website. Product detail views, that means the distributor actually clicked in to view a specific product. So they wanted to see the image, the description, the pricing of that product. Orders received, That would be any of those documents that are sent to you through Sage. So if they created a purchase order or request for quote, that's what these numbers would actually represent. And then every month you get a list of your top 10 most viewed products. So it's some really good feedback for you. You can kind of see what the distributors are looking at. Now we're going to go back to the catalog tab. So you guys have already entered in one product. I'm just going to kind of go through some of this information. You want to upload your PDF catalog here. Now I'm going to click into this very bottom button that says General Info. This is where you can provide additional information. So if you have a cancellation policy, if there's a less than minimum, imprint colors, shipping information, payment terms, you want to make sure that you fill in as much information as possible. We have over 1 million products in our database. So you want to come in here and make sure that you provide as much detail as you can for the distributors, because they do have a lot of choices and options within our database. And on this one, you just hit that edit button, and then you can just type in the information that applies to those fields. I'm going to click underneath Edit Products, and then I'm going to click into the product that's already been listed. Okay. You have your category list here. We have a set list of categories. Majority of products will only fall into one category. However, this one can go into 2 categories, but most products will only fall into one category. You want to make sure that you really select the correct category for the product, because that can actually help or hurt the visibility of your products. You have your item number, and then you have your product name right here. Right here is where you enter in your catalog pages. So whatever page number that product is on in your catalog, you want to add in that page number here. And then over here to the far right, this is where you upload your images of your product. This first image should always show the product customized, so it needs to show the product with a logo on it. And then you upload a blank image of the product. You can actually upload up to 99 images per product. So if the item comes in, different color options or choices, you can actually upload an image of every color that's available. Then right below your product name, there's 6 tabs that go across here. This very first tab is your general, so you have an area for your description. Your description looks really good on this product. It's basically your sales and marketing copy. Then you have your keywords. Keywords are physical descriptive words. So it should be the shape, material, features. You don't have to repeat words. And the first letter of every word should be capitalized. Let's see. You don't need custom here. There's also help windows that are built in here. So if I actually click on this word keywords, it's going to open up a hyperlink for me. So it tells me more about what that field is. It gives me examples of what should go in that field. And then it also tells me what the maximum character limit is. And most of the fields have those help windows. So if you ever need to know what, a specific field is, that is a really good way to see what's going on in that field. Then right below that, you have the colors that the product is available in. You have your themes. Themes are like those events or usages. I kind of looked at these earlier. I think you have basketball, you have sports. I think you can also, let me see if what is that? Eyewear. I wouldn't do outdoors. I would actually do, make sure that you have, I would do safety instead of outdoors, since these are protective goggles. You can do a maximum of 5. Again, you want to make sure that the ones that you pick are appropriate for the product. You don't want to just pick 5 because you can. You do want to make sure that those are appropriate for the product. And then over here, you show where that product is made, assembled. You can also indicate where it's decorated. You have your dimensions of your product. You show that you screen print it. You have your dimensions of your imprint area, and you show that that's in the center. Is it on the side actually? Do you imprint? Where do you imprint on these products? Betty?
Yes, I'm here.
Where do you imprint on this product? Where does the imprint go?
Imprint.
Yes, where do you customize it? Is it on the front right here? Is it on the side?
Well, it depends. It depends on the customer's requirements.
Okay, but where can you imprint it? Are there just 2 locations that you can imprint it on? Or do you imprint?
The side part.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's the only place you imprint?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you show the packaging that it's individually bagged, your production time. You also have a rush production time. And then down here at the bottom is for the shipping, which you guys already have filled in. So this way the distributors can actually get an estimate of the shipping charges. Okay, so the pricing tab, you can do up to 6 columns. You guys have 5. You've got your quantity breaks. You have your price here, which is your coded pricing. Pieces per unit is 1, and you've got your what that price includes. Right here in the center is where you can add any options or additional charges that might apply. A good example would be a lanyard, because normally with lanyards, you have a choice of different attachments to go on the lanyard, so you would want to list your attachments here. And then down here at the bottom is for any of those additional charges that you might have. The next tab over is the compliance tab. This is where you can list any compliance that might apply to your product. Prop 65 right now is the most important compliance, so you want to make sure if your products do comply with Prop 65 that you indicate that. Distributors can actually filter those out by if you don't comply with Prop 65, they can actually filter your products out of the search. If there is a compliant that applies to your product that you don't see on this list, just let us know and we'll be more than happy to add that for you. The Others tab, this is perfect. You have your comment field here. You show that random samples are no charge. This actually needs to go in a different area. Is this the same for all of your products?
Is this what?
Is this the same policy for all of your products?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll actually want to put that in a different location. Let me show you. You actually want that on your policy tab, and you want it right here.
Order from notes.
Mm-hmm.
Policies tab.
Yeah. Yeah. So you don't need to put that on the product.
Okay.
Okay, it says price is based on ship to California. What does this mean?
The shipping cost is just would be just the shipping to California.
Okay, and then you ship for free from California?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And that, I'm assuming that's the same for all products, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so that also goes in a different area.
The policies tab?
Yes, down under shipping estimator notes.
What notes?
Right here.
Shipping.
Yep.
Okay, so one is for the samples, the other one is for the shipping.
Yep, this is shipping for everything, not samples. So this is for all shipping of your products.
And then order from notes.
Yes, that's for samples and catalogs and any additional things that you think they need to know.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Okay. So if any of your products are environmentally friendly or recyclable, you can indicate that. If any of your products are, let's see, products that we consider not suitable for all audiences would be any smoking related items. So ashtrays, things like that. So anything that requires an age limit should be marked as not suitable for all audiences. And then right here, you have your social good programs. So if you donate a portion of your proceeds to a nonprofit organization, you can actually indicate that. You also have the ability to add in inventory information. And then the statistics tab shows the last time that product was updated. So this automatically populates. You don't have to do anything with that field. So once you've added all your information in and you hit the save and verify button at the bottom, that product goes live right away. So the distributors are able to see this item right now. I'm going to fix this. There's no limit to the number of products that you add into this supplier center. You can add as many products as you want to. We also have a bulk update area. So if you wanted to use a spreadsheet to add your products in, you can do that. So right here where it says bulk update, I'm going to click on that. And then right here it says download current product listing. It's going to ask me to save it, so I'll do that. And now it asks me if I want to open the file. I'm going to say yes.
What is this for?
If you want a bulk update, so if you want to add a lot of products at the same time, instead of one by one, you can use a spreadsheet to add them.
Okay.
So once you have downloaded the spreadsheet, you can use this to update information. You can use it to add product data. It's important that you refer to the instructions so that you can do everything correctly. For the categories and the themes, you will have to refer to the Sage Supplier Center so that you can see the current list of categories and themes. But as you see, this spreadsheet is very large. So it goes way over here. But this is a quick way to add products into the system. Once you've added the information to the spreadsheet, then you're going to go back here and upload it back into the system. It takes about 24 to 48 business hours for it to go live.
Sure.
I wanted to show you a couple of areas that you can use for reference. Let me open up. SageMember.com. This is where you logged in to download the software. This is where you would add users. So if you click on account, you'll see the option to add your users. This is also where you can access all the Sage logos. So if you want to add a member logo to your website or any published materials, also the ratings logo is right here, which I'll again send you more information in an email. So you do have access to these logos here. In the support area, if you go under support, there's a section for videos. This is a really great resource for you because it has a lot of little videos to help you understand how to use the Supplier Center and how to do certain things within the Supplier Center. And basically what we did is everything that I just kind of covered with you today, we kind of broke it out into little individual videos. So if you wanted to know more about ratings, there's one just on ratings. If you wanted to know more about how to add your specials, there's one specifically for specials. We also have webinars that I did throughout the year. So you have access to that information as well. So this is a good resource area for you. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, well, that's all I have for you today. I will save this recording and get that link sent over to you today. If you have any questions or if you need me to review any information for you, please let me know. That's what I'm here for.
Sure, to the email address.
I'm sorry?
The link will be sent to the email address.
Oh, the link to, I'm sorry, I didn't understand your question.
I meant the video, the screen that you recorded, you will be uploaded it to the YouTube, right?
Yes, and I will send the link. I will email the link to you.
Okay, to the email address.
Yes,
Sure.
the adpandaus@gmail.com.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get that sent over today for you.
Thank you. I will be waiting for that because I will need to, to watch what do you have to again.
Understand.
It is kind of difficult for me to absorb so much.
It's a lot of information, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And like I said, I'm also here as a resource. So if you have any questions as you kind of go through, I do want you to know that we do review your product data, and we will reach out to you if there's information that's not listed correctly. So just want to let you know that as well.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. You have a good rest of the day and a great weekend.
You too. Have a good rest of your day and a wonderful weekend.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
I thank you.